Welcome, Taurus. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your new moon in Cancer reading. I am reviewing much of what I've already been talking about on this channel about as the sun moves into Cancer, this opportunity to really get into our bodies, our feelings, our emotions, to allow ourselves to deeply relax into many of the changes we've made. Many of us are emerging into new bodies, certainly new awareness, and a deeper, more profound sense of self-healing, self-respect, uh, allowing ourselves to be creative, to uh, feel this sense of newness, even discomfort with this newness that is letting us know that we're doing things differently and we are indeed going to receive different results, which is the whole point. I hope that you are doing well. I certainly appreciate your presence here right now. Thank you to all of you who have given me feedback, have commented, have appreciated me, have donated to my channel. Your presence is necessary for me to do what I do, so I'm so grateful to you for that. And your overall energy, Taurus, is the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is really describing this very opportunity, this ability to stand back from a really long, challenging road. You have survived it, and you're now taking the time to really understand why you had to undergo the lessons you underwent, what you've learned from that, and that these indeed were gifts for you because you now understand who you are much better. And as a result of appreciating the gifts of your experience, whatever they've been, particularly if they've been challenging, because that's the way most of us learn best. You have come to a place of gratitude, of grace, of understanding that indeed you're exactly where you're supposed to be, and that you have arrived to a place of complete appreciation for every resource, every element, every relationship in your life, for what you've learned, for the value you've gained from that relationship, that experience, that opportunity, particularly those failures, those disappointments that you've undergone. In the past, we have the Seven of Cups, and the Seven of Cups is really about the array of options that you have been entertaining for a while as you've been approaching this moment, this sense of newness that is emerging. You've been looking at all kinds of options that you had not imagined were possible. You are aware that your maturity has grown and you are no longer as distracted by all the possibilities as you may have been in the past. So distracted in the past that you perhaps did not pursue the most important avenues or opportunities for success, abundance, love that you could have pursued. But you now see that it is still all before you. Anything that you ever wanted to do is more possible now than ever. Your value of those things has changed, and this is no longer a distraction from the path that you're on. In the present, we have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is you arriving in this place of real forgiveness, self-forgiveness, certainly, but forgiveness of others. This is something that has been difficult for you. The Tauruses I'm speaking to have really struggled with really accepting and forgiving the transgressions of others against them. This is about you understanding and accepting that all people, no matter how flawed, are doing the best they can do, and that their inability to provide us perhaps with what we've needed, what we desired, the support we perhaps were deserving of, is a reflection on uh, them that you learn from, and that you now understand that your success is not dependent on the mistreatment of others. You no longer internalize that. You understand that, like you, others are moving at their own pace. They're learning the lessons they need to learn, and you, as a result of that, are learning to forgive yourself for your impatience, your judgment perhaps of others, and your refusal to recognize the real fear and need of those who perhaps were unkind to you or harmed you in some way. You are turning that forgiveness onto yourself, and you're allowing the self love, the self respect for who you are to express itself through your own creative enjoyment of your life. And in the future, we have the Judgment card. There's a number of decisions that you have made and that you are now making as you stay in the flow of renewed opportunities. There's a lot that you are able to do that puts you in a real authentic expression of your gifts. Perhaps opportunities you thought that were lost over time that are still available to you. In fact, you're able to accomplish this expression, the success of this expression, these gifts, in a better way because of your maturity, because of the growth in your awareness and self knowledge. You understand your capacity and what it really takes to be successful in a way that you haven't in the past. This is a beautiful, beautiful card of you getting to a place of letting go and really simply answering the call of your gifts, answering the mission, seeing that there is a bigger plan that you have a critical part to play in, understanding that everyone else has their part to play in a plan. Your acceptance of that really is releasing you to accomplish more than you have ever been able to accomplish in the past. And the sense of doing it for the right reasons, the reasons that are about fulfilling your mission of service on this earth, why many of you have chosen to come here, is fills you with a sense of connection and gratitude and faith, trust in yourself as well as the universe that is simply rocking your world. This is coming to you. You are preparing yourself for this. If this reading is resonating for you, Taurus, please like this video, share it with others, and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. It is deeply appreciated when you can um, allow yourself to uh, experience the gratitude and the appreciation of the abundance of your life. And I pulled regret. I know that I cannot change the past. And I think this is really in keeping with this sense of uh, releasing judgments of others and forgiving yourself. It's important that you forgive yourself for experiences, disappointments, heartaches, failures, challenges that where you didn't make the best choices for yourself. Every experience you learn from is never wasted. And from the flora and fauna of Africa, please let me know if this new way I'm trying to stage my presence on the videos is working for you, or any suggestions, feedback is appreciated. I love how some of you have applauded me showing my face, so thank you for that. But it is not necessarily the way I may always proceed. I pulled the black rhinoceros. Change your perspective, look more closely. There's much to appreciate around you. And the key words are clear perspective. I'm going to clarify the Seven of Cups in the past with the Page of Earth and the Messenger of Fire. Let's take one at a time. The Page of Earth is describing your absolute preparedness to start on a new, fresh path as a new, rejuvenated you. You are willing to do whatever it takes to accomplish your goals. This means you're willing to learn new things. You're willing to step back and allow yourself to be shown, to be guided, to be instructed. With the Messenger of Fire, you are in a position to inspire others, motivate others through your example. I love this card because at the heart of this messenger is the fire of inspiration. That fire comes from your own heart's desires, understanding what it is you truly love to do, you do naturally, and that helps others, inspires others, gives joy to others. And really, at this time, you are making a choice to be the best person you can be, construct and create the most loving, abundant reality you can experience. And your efforts in that direction are inspiring others. The Queen of Cups in the present is clarified by the Hermit card and the Hanged Man. I'm going to take these one at a time. The Hanged One is really about this ability to pause, step back. You've created some kind of a retreat, a, a break for yourself, a pause, even a vacation. You've stopped doing something in order to better understand your next step, understanding the sacrifices you have made and you're willing to make in order to see things differently. You want to feel differently. You want to experience more of your loves, more of your talents, more of your passions. And you're allowing yourself to do that by stepping back and allowing yourselves to observe the environment and your relationships. This is almost a from on high card where you are really understanding that the greater your perspective is, the more effective you can be, the more impact you can have, the higher and more successful your goals can be. This is a sense of straining towards a more limited appreciation of your reality. And the Hermit card is really echoing that same energy. You're really taking the time to go into yourself, ask yourself the hard questions. And what I love about the Hermit card is you understand that you have a right to be who you are. You are your own ultimate authority. For the Judgment card in the future, we have the Messenger of Air and the Fool card. So all of this indeed is preparing you for the grand adventure of the Fool. This is where you have invested faith, trust in yourself, knowing that any obstacle that comes up, you're prepared for. This is real liberation. You've dropped the old story that you've been telling yourself. and you've instead rewritten your narrative so that you are enjoying every aspect of your journey, wherever it leads. You're no longer consumed with the destination. You instead are free to experience things at a level that resonates with your own energy and passion. The messenger of air is again about being open to new ideas, new perspectives, really asking questions, being curious, and challenging your own assumptions. Excuse me, you are learning that things are not the way you always thought they were. And so you now are opening up to new ideas, new perspectives, new relationships, new communications and information, and new ways of learning. Realizing that you're learning all the time. I'm going to finish up this reading, Taurus, with a yogic path oracle. And I've pulled Buddha. Wow. The Buddha card. I'm going to look that up in the guidebook. And the Buddha, one who is aware. Buddha is not just one person, but anyone who has an aware and blessed soul. Right now, that is you. You've woken up to your true self and let go of the illusions that were binding you to the material world. You have taken off the mask of security and given a good look into the vastness of your own soul. You've realized that nothing is inherently good or bad, but rather just is. You understand the non-dual nature of the world and are letting go of the judgments of the mind. Hold the knowledge that we are all Buddha nature. It just takes remembering. Thank you so much, Taurus, for this reading. Until next time, Namaste.